morning, Misfits. It's finally the eve of the 2017 CrossFit Games. It's Friday afternoon. Some of the squad's leaving tomorrow, some Sunday. I'm leaving Monday. But beyond excited to get there. We've been going now. Seth and I have been going since 2012, I believe. I don't think we went in 2011. I think the first year that we went was 2012, and you know, so much has changed since then. I've been, you know, personally been a part of coaching a handful of athletes at the CrossFit Games, but this year is the first year where you know, a specifically assigned athlete to me has qualified for the CrossFit Games, and incredibly enough, it went from 0 to 3 in 1 year. The three obviously being Cody, Sam, and China. So I think my mindset's a little bit different going into this year. You know, in the previous years, it was, you know, what can I do for the athletes, you know, that we coach as a group. But it's definitely different this year. It's different for me because, you know, I've really kind of been, you know, in the trenches, you know, with Cody now. We're talking 5-6 years, and the other two, you know, just this past year. But, you know, made really strong connections with them as well. So this is a different experience for me, and I am so excited to take on the challenge. So that's really exciting. For the vlog today, there's a pretty good chance you're going to see a little bit more of the same. We might dig into Cody a little bit, maybe sit him down and do a mock interview and see where his head's at, see if we can pull anything out of him. But we're going to be checking in on his training again. The volume's a little bit lower this week. They've all kind of picked a few things to slide in that they're, you know, I wouldn't say worried about, but a few things that they want to, you know, address now that some stuff's coming out. You know, maybe testing a few of the workouts that have been announced, or, you know, the pieces that have been announced. So pretty typical day. I will make sure that you guys aren't bored by what we got going on upstairs. That'll be a decent chunk of my day, getting stuff ready, making sure that everything doesn't sink when we take off for the next week. But it'll be fun to check in with Cody. Fun to see where he's at, how he's feeling. I've been really impressed so far. His mentality throughout this training, especially since he quit his job, has been pretty remarkable. He's wanted to take on the more challenging stuff. He's wanted to kind of go through the pain of some of the things that I think a lot of people would try to avoid. So I think if Cody's right mentally, physically, he's obviously a specimen. So really excited to see how he does. Should be a great day. 2 days until you get on a plane for the games.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah. Still, like, I'm waiting for that one night event where it's just lights on. Like, probably the first one will be is the Triple G.
Right.
That'll be pretty sweet.
A lot of the athletes that we've worked with in the past that have gone to the games maybe didn't know they were going to go prior. So, like, them qualifying in May and then just having a couple of months to get ready, it kind of flies by. You've been waiting to go to the CrossFit Games for 26 months or whatever it is. So it's just different.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for me was this year just, like, really hammering down on the swimming. Like, learning how to, like, keep my heart rate down, stuff like that. And I can't even explain to you how, like, comfortable I am in the water now compared to 2 months ago when I first started. It's just been a few people that swam in and give me these keys that just help. But training for the games is just fun. It's like training for, like, literally anything. It's training to, like an obstacle course. That's legit, like, you in the woods. And someone comes at you and you're like, shit, I gotta get out of these woods as fast as I can. You know, it's just shit that is either, you can train for as much as you want, but it's not like a barbell where you're gonna master something like that. And that's what I think is so cool with the game. It's like everyone out there is either seeing the workout for the first time or doing this move for the first time, and it's super cool to see how some athletes adapt so fast. Or like even in a 14-minute workout, you try different things, like watching all those guys at first year try to put the pig. Like just so many different approaches. Some worked, some didn't.
Yeah.
You know, it's just cool to see athletes adapt out there instead of getting the 4 weeks to practice. This works, I know this works.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm most excited for.
How do you think training would have gone, this volume would have gone, had you still had your job?
It would have been tough. There's a few nights where I'm like, I could have done it, but I could have got my training in. It was the recovery that would have really done me in, because during regionals when I was, during regionals and the open when I was like training a lot, it was, you know, in the gym, go home for an hour, I'd work, you know, I think it was 4 to 11, wake up at 7, go to class, come in the gym, do that again. So it was just like the training was still there, but the other parts outside of the gym wasn't. The eating wasn't enough, the sleeping wasn't enough, so that's been like the biggest part. It's kind of actually been a little tough for me at some points because you almost feel like lazy. It's just like...
And especially for you, someone who relaxing is not your strong suit.
Yeah, like I just suck at it, and it's just like some nights I'll like get home at like 4 and I'm so beat from training, but it's just like I don't want to just sit here for the next 5 hours before I go to bed, you know what I mean? Like I want to do something.
And that's why your HRV is 40?
Exactly, yeah. And those are the nights where like, oh, I could have a job, but then you think like, no, I couldn't, because I'd wake up at, and I'd go to bed at 11 and I'd have to wake up in the morning and I'd be dead, like either get injured or something like that. So, but no, it's been really good. I'm super blessed for the people, just like you guys, Progenics Fit Aid, and Paleo Power Meals, my parents, just like Taylor, just everyone's been so supportive. My training partners, Caroline, Sherb.
Carol.
Hi.
Carol's been down to do any training piece with me. She's a lot better than Sherb.
Like, she's better than Sherb? Or?
Yes, better training partner and better than Sherb. Both.
Got it.
Sherb started to do the Cody AMRAPs when we started training for the games.
I love a good Cody AMRAP. Yeah.
The day where he said, if you're back from your last mile before I'm done the swim, I'm not running my last mile. And literally, like, we timed it perfectly. Like, I'm not running my last mile.
He also stood up, like, as soon as he could. He didn't swim into the shore, took his goggles off, and was walking and talking to me, trying to figure out where you were at so that he could be like, pop out of the water, like, oh, wow,
no.
Same time.
Dang it.
I knew it.
But, yeah, I'm just excited. They released a lot more events than they had in the past, which at first I was kind of like, oh, that kind of
Yeah,
sucks.
you wanted to just be like thrown at you.
I saw Vellner posted like, please stop doing these details, and I was like the same way. I'm like, just let us know when we're there.
Yeah.
You know? But honestly, the ones that he did, it was just day 2. It's just stuff like a bike, we still don't know. The obstacle course sent a picture of it, but everyone's just doing any obstacle course they can get their hands on.
Right.
The run, swim, run, he let us know. And the triplet, he let us know, but we'll have so many other workouts that we have no idea. I'm hoping there's just like, you know, a new pig or a new snail or something that's new. Just cool stuff. I'm just excited. I'm excited. I work out every day. And when you get out there with all those guys, it's just like a bonus. So
yeah.
I'm excited for that. This is something that I've done for years. I'm just so excited to do this.
So is it safe to say you're one of the top CrossFit trainers?
So competitors probably.
In the country or in the world?
In the world it's based out of, yeah. So these 40 men, I mean, there's...
What was going on there?
One of our local channel news places came in. They wanted to do the interview, kind of like asking what CrossFit is and like the stages to get to it and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. He just asked me some questions. Watched me do a little workout, and then I think he'll be on like the local channel.
What'd you do for a workout?
It was 3 5-minute AMRAPs. Ski 400 meters, 20 box jump overs, max parallel handstand push-ups in the remaining time. At the 5-minute mark, you just go right back to ski. There's no rest between the AMRAPs. And then the same thing at the 10-minute mark, you go back to the skis and just do it 3 times. It was good. It was tough.
What'd you get for your numbers for the 3?
19, 11, 13.
Did you get, Carol?
21, 19, and 17.
Damn. What's next?
40, 30, 20, wall ball, burpee.
30 pounder? Cody uses the 30 pounder when it's 20 anyway, so.
I haven't done it in a while. I used to love that thing.
Got hatchet class going on at CrossFit MF, so we're gonna go check in with Sherby, spy on them, see what they got going on. Thanks for turning the music up, Sherby. Thank you.
Sorry.
So what's going on here? What do we got?
So Monday through Friday at CrossFit MF, we have hatchet class. We had people who wanted to follow Misfit blog at our gym, but it ended up being a distraction with regular class. So we embraced it and made our own class, hatchet class, which runs from 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. every single day.
Pretty solid squad. It's developed here. I mean, this is a Friday, so it's a little bit smaller, but
Yeah, we used to have pods of like 2 or 3 athletes at a time, finding like a corner in the gym somewhere to grab a barbell and hopefully not make too much noise. And now we actually got a squad of people that come in every single day. And we have 5 right now, but any given day it's somewhere between 10 and 12 people. So it's become its own class. It went from like a collection of like people who want to do extra stuff to an actual class now. So got a pretty good group.
what's this workout?
Today's class, hatchet workout is 3 rounds for time, 30 cals for the guys, 20 for the ladies, 60-foot handstand walk. We're gonna go 30 down, 30 back, and then finish with 20 deadlifts at 165, 105.
Has the Cody Mooney shirt made you fitter?
Yes, indeed.
Good answer. Caroline, show us jumping 1 foot.
You want me to do my burpee first?
Yeah.
That is a 6-inch target. Do a muscle up.
Get like above my wrist. I don't know.
That's how we always did it. We would tap our wrist on the bar or the crossbar.
Make sure I jump on.
So hatchet squats finishing up their Metcon. Cody and Caroline are getting going. Good old-fashioned grunt work for Cody and Caroline. I think it's good that he can train with her on this because her cycle rate's going to be a little bit faster, especially on the wall balls. So should be good.
Shirt too. That wall was so slippery. I didn't want to put it down on my 30, and one just slipped right through my hands.
So 30 was by far the worst.
So hard to pick it back up once I dropped it.
40 burpees weren't bad. The 20 burpees weren't bad. The 30 weren't fun.
So they obviously released the. Quit looking at me, guys. I'm vlogging. They obviously released the 1 rep max snatch at the games, and you know you want to get snatching in for the athletes, but you also know that squat snatch at 90+% over and over. You know, if you did it daily, that would become a problem. So one of the things that I'm big on is these athletes being so good, or a lot of them being so good at pulling under the bar, is getting some pulling in. And obviously the same thing would happen if you're trying to, you know, build pulling strength with like deadlifts. You do too much of that, you're gonna get burnt out. So what will have athletes do, either in this situation where I'm trying to get more snatching in, or if they struggle with the pull, is we go power snatch singles until it gets really heavy, then snatch pulls until they get really heavy, then snatch deadlifts. And that way, Cody gets out there, you know, he's doing snatch deadlifts, you know, with 300 plus here, a 260 snatch isn't gonna feel quite as bad off the ground. So that's what Cody and Caroline are working on right now.
Probably stop there.
How much is that?
230.
Look good. So now snatch pulls.
With straps?
No straps. Really working on butt down, knees out, trying to drive through your feet instead of letting your butt come up. How much is that? Good. Oh, back to the pull. How much you got on there right now? 320. Let's go one more, just deadlift, and go pretty heavy. Make it challenging to drive through your legs. Cody's being a good friend. He's making me work out. So the footage you guys get here is a nice time lapse, or whatever Ted decides to do with it. Cody's got 15, 12, 9, 6, 3 power snatch. And we're modifying the second movement, so he's going to do 25, 20, 15, 10, 5 toe to bar. Couple it just back and forth. Caroline, I believe, is doing the same thing as him, and I am doing 15, 12, 9, 6, 3 burpee box jump over toe to bar. Can't wait. Love burpees. Good training day?
Yeah, started a little later, but it was good. We got it all done. It was nice. It was nice to kind of get a little warmer, like as the day went on.
It's fucking muggy in here, man.
Which was nice because
even when I slowed down,
yeah,
I was dripping.
Everything felt really good today. My shoulder feels good. It's not aggravated, so.
Caroline thought she was gonna run into you. She threw the bar to the left and threw it onto her shin. She thought she snapped it. Is your leg alive?
It'll be a nice bruise tomorrow.
Nice. You're actually kind of lucky it slid down like that.
Yeah. If my leg was like this, I would have been down.
Text me when you know what you're doing. Okay, I will. See you, bud. Friday night MF squad, cheering on the final lad. Bye CrossFit.
Bye.
Say bye to the internet.
Bye, internet. Bye, internet.
If you haven't done it yet, guys, take a lap.
All right, ladies and gents, that is vlog number 30. Obviously more of the same. You know, some of these episodes, the last few episodes have been very similar, but there's a bit of a message in there. You know, it's Cody's working hard, and then Cody's working hard again, and then Cody's working hard again, and so on. And what a lot of athletes struggle with is how much work it takes to get just a little bit better. And when you take the time to watch stuff like this, and you know, hopefully it is entertaining. Hopefully we grab a few laughs out of, the crew and whatnot. But also, these guys work so hard, and it's easy for us to get Cody in there because we're up in Maine. That's where Cody lives. But China's doing the same thing. Sam's doing the same thing. Travis and Alexis and Kenzie and Paul and on and on and on. And all of the other athletes, our regionals athletes, our high-level open athletes, a lot of the people that go to local comps and get after it. And it's that that saying, little by little, a little becomes a lot. Like, it takes so much work to do that, and just living that lifestyle. We got a little bit of a glimpse of talking to Cody about he's actually struggling with the free time, but he knows that he needs it for recovery. And from my point of view, he's been a completely different athlete and person for this games training. So it's very obvious to me that he needs it. He's not used to it yet, but that lifestyle, living that lifestyle, is something that I'm really excited here in the next year to shoot some videos for you guys, maybe some shorter versions of the vlog where the coaches just give their opinion on a topic, write some articles about it. That lifestyle that they live, for some people wouldn't work for them. There wouldn't be fulfillment there, but that lifestyle that they live is so much more why they are where they are, as opposed to people wanting a shortcut or wanting to complain about genetics and things of that nature. I've seen some of these athletes or similar athletes have an off year training and whatnot, and they don't come anywhere near reaching their goals. They become more and more like anybody else that's trying to compete. So it's such an important take home, and hopefully you can see in these videos that that's exactly what's happening. So part of me wants to say, like, yeah, sorry, this is the 4th episode in a row that's like this, but part of me wants to say this is what it takes. This is what it takes for for someone like Cody to reach his potential. So what's very exciting for both me and for you guys is all of the next episodes will be from Madison, Wisconsin. That will obviously change things up. They'll be a little bit more like the regionals vlogs were, but we'll get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on how everything shakes out this year. A lot of footage, meeting up with all the athletes, getting everybody ready. So it should be some really fun content. Get a little bit more of the funny side of things and the training side of things. So I'm looking forward to it. That's it. Time to go home and get some dinner.